Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Maturish podcast. You know, it really is good to be back again. I didn't realize how much I truly missed this entire process until I was back in the process. And I will say, I'm glad to be back in that process. Once again, I'm Kobe. Hello if you're new. Welcome back if you're old. If this is the first episode of Maturish you're listening to, hey, but don't be afraid to go back and listen to other ones. Some of them are really cool. I have a lot of nicknames, you know. I am the boat. But once again, what is a boat without a yacht? I am here with my better half. He is the sponge to my starfish. My best friend, Donovan Lowry.
Wow. Thank you for that introduction, Kobe. You're so good at introducing people.
Thank you.
Like me.
Yep.
Because we're always
Introducing.
doing things.
Yeah. Worthy of introductions.
Whoa.
I mean, who other than us are more worthy of an introduction?
Exactly. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha. So Kobe. So, Kobe.
Hi.
What are we talking about today on the Maturish podcast? You alright?
I'm about to sneeze, but I can't. Do you have any feathers up your ass?
No. No.
Okay, re-ask the question.
So Kobe, what do we talk about today on the Mature-ISH podcast?
You know, there are many seasons in the year. Winter. Mm-hmm. Oh, winter. Spring. Summer.
And
fall.
autumn.
That's right.
I know that one.
Go on. But the little mini season that we're currently in is probably my favorite. Graduation season.
Oh, I hate that season.
No.
The dogs. Go.
With graduation season approaching and really almost being towards the end now, I felt like it would be appropriate time due to the both of us having experienced many graduations to reflect upon some of those, you know, how those days went, and to maybe offer a little advice to those who haven't yet graduated and for some reason are turning to us on advice about graduation.
Okay.
So far in our lives, undoubtedly, high school has been the greatest graduation that we've experienced, unless you feel really impartial to your 8th grade or preschool graduations. To each their own.
Right.
But we were both a part of the COVID classes.
Yep.
You in 20 and me in 21. Although we were both in the COVID classes, we had different experiences when it came down to graduation and graduation day. So, I guess, how did it go for you guys? I don't really remember. I can remember watching what they attempted to do on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But aside from YouTube, how did that day go, being in that day, on that day?
Man, that is such a good question, Kobe. Where do you... You okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna continue. It was a pretty okay day. It was really my preferred method of graduation, because why would I want to be in what would probably be a church with all those African Americans I don't know? I'd rather be at a different place with African Americans I do know.
That you do know, right? It's the ones that you don't know that really get you.
Exactly.
So
they always mess everything up.
How did it go for you? Because, I mean, you had... The difference between you and me is, you actually had a bit of a senior year where you guys had plans of actually having a graduation ceremony, and then really just a month or two before that was to happen, COVID hits and they're like, LOL, don't leave your house. So how was that ceremony? Did you guys have plans that didn't end up working out, or what were the plans, you and your family? What did you guys do?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember actually planning for the actual graduation thing. I do. I do remember planning for all of the African Americans I do know to go to the Carver Center, and I had my graduation there. Everyone was there, dad's side, mom's side, and they were like, "Let's watch this thing." And then when Donovan gets his name called, he walks, and he gets the thing, and he graduates.
That's nice.
It was a good time.
That's nice. I'm glad you had that good time.
Yeah.
So did you do anything special afterwards? I mean,
Oh no.
there was nowhere you could go really out to eat because that
Right.
was really the beginning of COVID being like, don't leave your house, you'll die. So what did you guys do afterwards?
Went home.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We sure did.
And that was,
We
and that was really it for you, huh?
yeah. That's all I need.
And I mean, it worked out, you know. The YouTube thing did suck.
Yeah.
Um,
That wasn't very good.
It was weird. I mean, because I can remember watching it, and what it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. They had a video that they were playing through the YouTube video that it was buffering, and they would pause and play, and there were kids whose names got skipped over in the graduation video, and you would hear one voice speaking, but another voice was, or another face, I should say, is the one that's up there on the screen. They tried, and that whole debacle turned into us going, as soon as school started, we like let it be known to our teachers, to administrators, whatever it was that they did for y'all, because we didn't know. We didn't know if we were going to be back in school. We didn't know anything. Whatever they did do for graduation, that is not acceptable.
Right.
And they ended up doing something different. I do remember like plans kept changing rapidly. Because I mean, like, COVID was changing. One week you'd hear, oh, it's going to be good next week. You know, everybody's going to be back to school and back to work. And then when that week came, we were on a harder lockdown than the week before. Mm-hmm. So we ended up being able to go back to school. You got to choose not to. I didn't go back. Because I just had my own issues going on at the time. And then when graduation day actually came, it was weird. Because I feel like, I mean, just with all of the stuff I was battling, I didn't really, like, process that was happening until that day. And the day it was nice. I felt like it was really weird seeing everybody. I mean, like, besides the Friday before, because that's when our little senior picnic was, you guys didn't get one, huh?
No.
No. Our picnic was just outside in those picnic tables. But that was the first time I'd seen everybody since before COVID. And there might have only been 2 people I seen in that year and a half, year, whatever. So seeing everybody, it was like, cool, LOL. But then that was only for an hour. Graduation day was an all-day thing. We had to be at the school at 8:30. From there, we'd practice in the gym, and then from there, we'd go to the actual place and practice, and then the school walkthroughs and pictures get taken, so on and so forth. It was a nice experience. I think it was as close to an actual ceremony as we could have gotten. Because of COVID, we only got 3 tickets for family. And then I ended up technically getting like 4 family members there because originally I had my sister included with my tickets. She signed up to be an usher. So she was ushering graduation and I still got to use my other ticket.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a nice day overall. There was nothing really special. I think I'm really just looking forward to Kylie's graduation this year to see the differences. Because they got to go there today. They practiced today and everything. And she said it looks the exact same setup-wise. So it'll be nice to be on the other side of it and see how that goes. So yeah, it was a nice experience. I just wish we weren't the COVID classes because I feel like there was just so much that we missed out on. A proper graduation, a proper senior trips. We didn't get senior trips.
Yep, that's true.
Were there plans for you guys to have a senior trip that got canceled? Did they even get that far?
I don't think so.
The only thing I truly remember in regards to like you guys' senior year was there was definitely talks of prom. There was already a prom date. There was a prom theme. But just weeks before that happened, it got canceled. And knowing the school we went to, they probably truly weren't thinking any further ahead.
Right.
They do things on a day-by-day basis. You don't know exactly how graduation's going to go until you're walking the stage. Yep. Yeah, it's just... Senior year was okay. You know, I think it was fine, but I didn't really have... You don't have anything else to base it off of. I just do wish I got to have, like, an actual senior year. You work from preschool, you work from kindergarten to get all the way through to be a senior in high school.
That's true.
And we did all that work, all of that hard work to get to experience 0 senior things.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, and you guys, you had a little, the homecoming before, but that was really it.
Right. That's why I love the idea of people just like planning this stuff out like now, like doing a prom for the 2020 class and all
Yeah,
that.
the adult prom and stuff,
Yes.
right?
I would love to plan those things out and do those things.
Really?
Because like, why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't do it then, so let's do it now.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd be interested in that. There's a lot of people that I've talked to, like that adult prom. They can't wait for it. They want to go. Am I going? And I'm like, no. Only because, once again, I don't know. I've shifted differently. I'm not that same person I was in high school with, or I was in high school, I should say. And I'm not really extremely close to all of the people I was in high school. So just be like a different experience. Am I supposed to, for one night, change and be like, okay, we're all cool again, let's dance? No, I'm not going to spend all that money on a tux for a 4-hour night with a bunch of people who are wallowing in our misfortunes of not getting a prom. I'm fine not having one. Those were the cards I was dealt, so.
I guess. I mean, we're not wallowing, we're having fun.
Yeah.
Finally.
But
After
the time,
years
that's the thing.
and years.
If it would have been maybe closer, like it was a year ago, you know, at least for me, 2 years ago for y'all. But I know like a year ago for me, maybe if it was over last summer or something where I was still in that high school kind of phase, I've moved on from that. All things high school. I don't want to go back. If I miss anybody from high school, I'm not going to go to senior prom with you. Or not senior prom, adult prom. I'll see you. We can go to dinner or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. We're old people now. I'm old people. It's just going to stink. Just everybody in one room.
Lord.
All these people together who haven't seen each other.
And babies in there.
Oh my goodness, there's going to have to be. See?
At least.
Like what part of this is supposed to make me go, ooh?
A good 10%.
Yeah. And I mean, and you have to think about it. I think maybe it'd be one thing if it was just like our high school adult prom kind of thing. But it's a general Peoria, Illinois adult prom for the class, for our classes.
No.
That's every high school.
If I was to do one, I would do like Quest 2020 and 2021. That would be my people that would be able to go. Not, I don't know the
And I
people.
mean, right, and it's not that it's like, of course, there's people that you know that went to other schools or whatever. But I'm just thinking about the amount of people and what all would we do. I'm sorry, I don't want to do the wobble with y'all.
Oh, what?
Yes, if I'm throwing an adult prom, the wobble is the first.
Whoopa Gangnam Style.
The
Man.
wobble is the first.
Gangnam Style.
Could you imagine? Okay, just sitting there in silence, conversing amongst ourselves. Oh, and you hear the wobble go off. Oh my God, I would probably like flip back in my chair in excitement.
Right. You know what? I would too.
Would you? Huh?
I sure would. You know, I really would. I would have like a separate room just for people to drop their kids off.
I mean, like,
You know how much money that would
there's not many babysitters anymore. You don't hear like babysitters.
I babysit.
But do you know how much money somebody could make off of babysitting for that one night?
Exactly.
Like, get you a general center that you can have people drop off their kids to. I mean, it'd probably take more than one person. Because
I would do that.
would you?
Just keep throwing parties. Keep watching people's kids. You know how much
And
money.
making money off of it.
Yep.
Charging by the half hour.
Yep.
If you want to go to the adult prom, that's fine. By the end of the night, you owe me $750.
Make sure you bring them kids. If you have a kid, you get in free.
That's right. Well, it's not really free. You're paying me more for watching your kid than you'd be paying just getting in.
But I'm watching your kid.
That's
$30, $45 an hour.
So, let's see. Are 5-year class reunions a thing? I know 10-year
Yeah,
are.
10-year.
Is 10-year the first one?
I think so.
I mean, it'll be a year ago tomorrow for me that I
Do I
graduated.
have to wait a whole decade to throw a prom?
To see it. No, you can throw, I'm talking about class reunions.
Oh,
Do you think you'll be the type to go to your class reunions?
I would.
I wonder if class reunions will even be like a thing for us.
I hope so.
Really?
I just want to see like what people are doing.
That's
I just want to be nosy.
we talked about this in high school. Not necessarily me and you, but like I can remember having the conversations. One thing I'm definitely curious about is to just sit back, if that's a 10-year class reunion, and see like what this person does for a job and what that person does. Who has kids with this person? Who's married to that person?
Oh man.
That would strictly be the only reason why
Of
why
course.
I'd go.
Right.
Yeah. See who like is phony in your face. You haven't spoken in 10 years. Now you're taking pictures together
Oh, we should hang out soon.
and you don't see each other again for another 10 years.
Me, you, and my
Kids.
7 children.
Yep. Yeah. So I feel like overall it'd be a good time. I just don't want to do anything that is like making up for anything we lost over COVID.
Right.
I don't want to have an adult homecoming, an adult prom, an adult anything.
Adult graduation. Could you imagine? Oh.
It's everybody's kids handing us the diplomas.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it's funny because they sound like wacky ideas, but if there were any people to devise such a plan, it would be us.
I mean,
We would do it.
because we didn't have one. I mean, everyone deserves one,
Is that so?
and we didn't get one. So
We
we're gonna
didn't.
get one.
It's just so funny because we were holding out so much hope. Because, I mean, like, for y'all, it was a lost cause. COVID first started, and it was, like, done. They canceled everything immediately. But for us, they kept on taking it by quarters. First quarter, we were at home. We're going back to school second quarter. Second quarter came, and they were like, LOL, nope, third quarter. So we kept on holding out hope. We tried to have senior stuff. We even tried to do stuff over the summer. We just kept getting denied every time. I think if I could go back in time and change stuff, I would. I would, like, cancel COVID.
Wow. So noble of you.
Thank you.
Not for the.
Thank you. Not for the general consensus of
The
COVID
billions
being
of people that have died.
no, or whatever.
So I can have my graduation.
People who have like long-term effects from their COVID. No, I'm not doing it for you.
No.
Simply out of self-greed.
Yep.
Of not having a senior year. But hey,
I mean, I would do the same thing.
right? And I mean, of course,
None of my family members died.
right.
You know.
I do know.
You got it?
No. Okay. I'm trying to think of how to transition from what we just said into anything else.
Did any of your family members die, Toby? Honest question. All seriousness.
Okay. Yes. Huh?
I just think like
Are you okay?
it's just like, why are people lying, you know?
Who's lying to you?
The people, ain't nobody dying from COVID.
I don't know. No, my family, nobody. I have not lost any loved ones to COVID.
See? I didn't either. So, COVID was fake as fuck, honestly. It was, like, what the fuck?
No.
It was. I don't care what nobody say.
No. I mean,
I don't know what Obama put in the water.
Oh, no.
Whatever the fuck he did. Start up some damn
Where are you at?
fake ass disease. Like,
Yes.
what?
Barack
Weirdo.
said. Okay.
That's Obamacare.
I'm
That's what Obama.
Oh my
He
God.
started COVID. Well,
I just
quote unquote,
What
because it wasn't real.
hearing?
He like paid the news people. Was like, oh, this quote unquote virus.
So what you're saying is Barack Obama, 44th president of the United States,
Yes.
served 2 terms.
Yeah.
And closer to the end of
Him
that
and
term.
Joe Biden
Yes, Joe Biden, his vice president.
in cahoots.
Yes. He said, Joe, not this next president, but the president after. You're going to be president.
Yeah.
We need something big to happen to sort of bridge the gap between me to you.
See?
And one of them goes, ding, 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 a light bulb moment. Let's kill millions and millions.
Nobody died. It's all news.
Yes, it is.
It's all propaganda from the Obamacare people.
My God.
I'm just like, dude, I don't know how long it will take for people to realize that this is just so fake. Like,
If there is anybody out there that believes that Obamacare is what lit the fire to what then became COVID-19, please listen to me.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I want you to find the nearest cliff to you. Just a high point. And if you don't have a car, find one.
I'll pick you up.
Nope. Turn the ignition. Make sure the car starts and just floor it off that cliff. Because there are people who truly think very idiotically, like yourself. And the fact that these people are now going to be making decisions on our country's behalf, we need to find a way to get rid of all of them, y'all.
What?
So,
I'm
What?
sorry. I'm just speaking the facts here. I have done my research, Kobe.
and the research
I know
that
who
you
Obama
started.
is. I know who that man is.
The research that you started. Because you're not saying Barack Obama himself. It's Obamacare.
Well,
It's
he's
not
the
like
leader.
insurance.
He's the ringleader of the whole. He is. It does. His name is on
The
it.
ringleader.
He is. He's the president.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. What?
It's okay. I'm gonna prove it. Now I'm gonna show you. Next episode of Maturist.
Next Monday, we're gonna give Donovan 7 weeks. 7 weeks to dig up all of his research. And he's gonna prove to all of us that COVID is not a virus, is not a disease. The pandemic was fake and was orchestrated by the head of Obamacare. What'd you call him? The orchestrator.
Ringleader.
The ringleader, thank you, of Obamacare. Mm-hmm. Our current president, Barack
He ain't the
Obama.
current president. That ain't what I said. Well, that ain't what I meant. He was the president. He ain't no more.
He's our president.
He was at the time I meant.
Oh my goodness.
It's Joseph, bitch ass now. He was a part of it too. That's why he's still going.
Okay.
It's still
So,
in the
you don't
news.
think 45 had anything to do with it?
I don't know.
He was...
He don't care about no Obamacare. His name ain't on it.
He was just clueless about the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he truly thought it was a disease. Mm-hmm. But then Joe Biden was like, ha ha ha, I'm coming back.
Yep.
Why haven't I heard anything about Obamacare recently?
Cause they trying to keep it under wraps. Mm-hmm. They not trying to make like a big scene, cause then people gonna start connecting the dots.
Right. People like who?
Me
Right?
and all the people that back me up. Hey y'all, they know.
Who are you talking to?
I'm not sure, but they know. They know.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Obamacare. Mm-hmm. Now, this is according to www.healthline.com.
Okay.
Obamacare, well, the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, was signed into law in 2010.
Right.
The act aimed to provide affordable health insurance coverage for all Americans. Mm-hmm. So, affordable health insurance somehow became this ploy.
Hey Siri, did Obamacare start COVID?
I just don't think she's going to say yes.
Siri, did Obamacare start COVID? It say right here.
What?
Hold on. You talk. Give me a second.
Oh, sure. Take many seconds. To get back to the topic at hand. Mm-hmm. Graduation season. I feel like I never got a real good goodbye to high school. Mm-hmm. Because I did... Oh my God. I didn't have a senior year. And graduation was just... I feel like tomorrow is going to be my big goodbye. Because I've done high school affiliated stuff this year. I went to basketball games, you know. Whatever. But like tomorrow is the end of it. I don't know any more kids after tomorrow.
That's true.
I'm not going to go to any more basketball games.
We need to find us some high schoolers.
What is going on?
What?
I don't think...
So we can go to the basketball games.
I don't think it's that important. You just have to change with the times, and I think we need to come to terms with the fact that...
We go to the ICC basketball games?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Because we're old people now. We don't belong at high school. That's right. High school games and whatnot. You know, I think I'm scared of getting old. Or like,
I guess. I'm scared of having responsibilities. It means I gotta work and stuff.
yeah,
I don't want to do that.
yeah. And I don't think you should be the person with responsibilities. I just don't think that. So
That's good.
I should have a conversation with parents, legal guardians,
Yep.
somebody, because just within the last half hour, I think I have all the evidence.
Apple.
All the evidence
Fuck.
I truly need against people like you. So, with that being said, having been a high school graduate already, entering college, you've taken the steps post high school. Is there any advice you find that you can offer to kids who are getting ready to take the same steps that you have already taken?
Let's see. Going from high school to college. Do what you want. Because if you don't do what you want to do, you're not going to want to do it. As simple as that. If you want to go to a specific school, go to that school. Don't matter how much it costs. Don't matter how little it costs. Go to that school. Okay? If you want to do a specific major, doesn't matter how much they pay, how little they pay. Do that major, get the job that your heart desires. Unless it's something dumb. If it's something dumb, don't do it.
What would be something dumb to you? What would you suggest people not do?
They shouldn't not go to school.
Really?
They should have a after thing, you know. You don't even gotta go to college, you feel me? Let me tell y'all this. Have y'all ever heard about getting a trade? Let me tell you. Kobe, you say something. We'll be right back.
I do agree with you on college doesn't have to be the end all be all.
It ain't.
Because while we're in high school, that's what you hear.
Yep.
It's like, you go to college, you go to college. College is the only resort. But there are things like trades, the military. If you come...
the military.
Yeah, if you come from a loaded family that you're just waiting for people to kick the bucket or something, just sit at home. There are so many different avenues that people can take. I don't think we should all... I will say, it's not 10 years ago, it's not 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You can't just get a great job without having some sort of degree.
Right.
And truly, all you need anymore is a degree. Just an associate's degree gets you far. It doesn't even hardly matter what your degree is in. A lot of jobs just say, do you have a college degree? Yes or no. As long as you can say yes, then you're okay. But college isn't the only option. There are so many other choices. So don't let your high school counselors try to tell you have to do it. If it's not right in your heart, don't do it.
You don't really even got to go to college because there are so many jobs that are you don't even you don't even need a degree. You don't need to do all that schooling. You could just get a trade and make the same money, and you could build off that. You could be a carpenter. Have you ever thought of being a carpenter, Kobe?
No.
Maybe one of these other options will tickle your fancy. A carpet installer?
Not at all.
An electrician?
No.
Okay.
They're okay. An electrician. It might not be school.
Right.
You're not going and taking English classes and whatever. But there's still school that needs to be done. There's things you need to learn. And you can't just pick up chords and automatically connect them.
Duh.
So either way, you're stuck going to school.
But get a trade because it's shorter.
Is it?
College is 18 million years. A trade is a couple.
And $18 million too.
Exactly. And a trade is cheaper and less time.
So why aren't you going for it? You're not.
I'm not. Because it's not my calling.
Right.
Some people don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to school for 18 million years and pay $18 million.
But you do.
Exactly.
You want to go 18 million years?
Because it's what I gotta do.
Pay
To
every
do what I gotta
penny
do.
of that $18 million.
Of course.
Interesting.
I ain't. My daddy is.
Right. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Dad. Love you, man.
Yeah, that's awful nice of you. $18 million is a whole lot of money.
It's quite a lot.
It's a lot of monies.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get more expensive. I don't know what my potential future kid...
It's Obama.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Please go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, did you just wake up this morning and it's like, let's find every problem we currently have in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Pandemics.
Yep.
Prices.
Yeah.
Whatever. Mass shootings. And trace it back to one person. What one person?
Mr. 44.
The 44th president, the first black president of the United States.
Ringleader.
The ringleader.
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama.
More on that next week.
What week?
Go ahead.
I think you should find yourself somewhere else to project your hatred and...
It's not hatred.
What is it?
It's the truth.
No, it's not.
It is. Kobe, we're not talking about this right. You were saying something. Go.
I don't quite remember what I was saying.
You was talking about trades or something.
Yes, and I'll get back to that.
Okay.
Just everybody knows their purpose, you know, and there are going to be people in life who try to take you away from that. Mm-hmm. If I tell you, well, I want to be a teacher, and they say, oh, but teachers don't make a lot of money, you know, go to school and get a business degree and you start your own business, blah, blah, blah. Or computer engineers are making a whole lot more money. So instead of being a teacher, go be a computer engineer. If teaching is your calling, teach.
Tell them.
I mean, you should take money into consideration. That's, you know, you don't want to be making nothing your entire life. But at the same time, don't throw away your hopes and dreams to please other people. So your parents can say, oh, well, my son is going to school and he's going to so he's going to make this much money or whatever, or to try to please certain people. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person you need to please, and that's yourself.
Your husband.
No. Not everybody's married. Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you?
Just
It's yourself.
fine. Oh.
So, and I'm not saying, you know,
Them too.
you shouldn't listen to what other people tell you,
Right.
because people do have experiences from themselves.
Only listen to the smart people, though.
Yes, only listen to the smart people.
Mm-hmm.
Because the foolishness that you will hear coming out of some other people's mouths is unlike anything you will have ever heard before.
Insane.
Just take your time.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what's truly best for you other than not your husband, you.
Right. Well, I wasn't going to say it. Okay. Never mind.
Take your time. Have the conversations with the people that you think you need to have the conversations with. Don't make it an open thing to where anybody can chime in and tell you what's best for you.
All right.
Don't make it, you know, an open forum so anybody can say, well, this didn't work out for me, so you don't do it. What did or didn't work for somebody else isn't going to mean it is or it's not going to work for you.
Right.
Also, another thing to high school graduates. I know it's okay to not know what your future is going to be.
That's true. You young.
As you're walking across that stage.
You're 18, hopefully.
Well, 17, 18, you know, unless you're really smart. 16, 15.
Or on the other end.
19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they should push it on everybody. That an 18-year-old, like, I'm too young to buy alcohol. Right. I'm too young to buy lottery tickets in some states. But I'm supposed to know how I'm going to live. You can't make certain decisions, but others you have to make. You're still young. If you do have an idea, you do know there's something that you're extremely passionate about, and you want to achieve that goal, go do it. But if you're 19 years old, you graduated last year, you're 20 years old, you graduated a few years ago, and you still don't have an idea, don't beat yourself up about it, because everybody has their purpose. There are people who didn't find out their purposes until they were well into their adult lives, until after they had children, until after they were married, or, and then there's some people who know in primary school and middle school what they're going to do. Don't compare yourself based off of other people. Once again, only you, not your husband or your mama, know what's best for you. So continue to do for you what you do you, because you are the best you. Only you can be you.
All right. Because, Kobe, you just be saying things.
I do.
And they so true.
They are.
Like
you
me.
No. You say things too.
I do.
But they are the furthest from the truth.
What? No.
If there was... One of my favorite shows to watch as a child, I'd be so delighted to be sitting in the classroom and the teacher would roll in the TV.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Close. The Magic School Bus.
Ugh.
Yes.
That ginger bitch.
Yep. I just found out that she was voiced by Lily Tomlin, an older actress. One of my favorite Netflix series of all time is Grace and Frankie. And Frankie was the voice of, what was her name? Miss...
Bill.
Did it start with an F?
Miss Frankie. What was his name? Miss Frizzle?
Frizzle. I was wanting to say Freckle, but it was Frizzle.
Not quite.
It wasn't Miss Freckle. I would love to get on the Magic School Bus. And then I don't care if we go through a nostril or through an ear, but I just want to see what exactly is going on in your head.
It's brilliance.
Is that what it is?
It is.
It's interesting.
It is. I mean, it's a brain. I mean,
right.
Of course, it's going to be interesting.
And everybody's is different.
It's true.
It might be constructed the same or nearly the same, but everybody's different.
Some parts might be missing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we're looking for. 'Cause wow.
Yeah.
To each their own.
That's true.
You know what's best for you.
Yep.
And you know where to project your hate.
Mm-hmm.
And you claim to know where all of the bad things in life come from.
Yeah.
If that helps you...
Well, not all of them. Just COVID.
The big one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that helps you sleep at night, you roll over, put your head on that cold side of the pillow, and doze off. There, you continue to do that.
I always sleep good.
And you sleep.
I do.
Because once again, just not only do we need to do what's best for us, but we need to find something that pleases us.
Yeah.
Something that makes us happy. Something that allows us to go to sleep and sleep good.
Right.
Something that doesn't keep you up at night stressing. Find things to believe in. And make sure those things are healthy.
Like God.
Yeah.
Make sure...
I
Look.
just truly don't want you to say anything.
If you feel you are misguided or you don't know where to go, pray.
That's right.
Because, look, Kobe, I'm going to let you take over in a second. Hopefully you see where I'm going.
All right. But go ahead and talk.
Okay. Too many of y'all
Come on.
are focused on the wrong shit.
That's right.
Because it's things you should be doing, but you're not.
Right.
It's like you're so worried about not being where you're supposed to be.
That's right.
But you're not going where you're supposed to be. You're going the other way.
Right.
So you need to turn your ass around.
Mm-hmm.
But some people can't.
Right.
That's why they need to turn to God.
Exactly.
He'll put them in the right direction.
I mean, and think about it. Not everybody has been on the right track so far.
Right.
I mean, let's look at these girls, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You have girls that are on the Snapchats and the Facebooks showing off their bodies, trying to be video vixens.
Good.
But I think it's time that we turn these video vixens into valedictorians.
All right.
And these men that are in the street and going downtown to that rap club every weekend, they go down there every Sunday, and then they can't go to church. They go down there every Saturday.
There you go.
And then they can't go to church Sunday morning.
All right.
Because they're too tired.
Too tired.
I think it's time we turn these video vixens into valedictorians and these gangsters into graduates. Somebody out there will hear what I'm saying. It might not be Cyrus.
Nope.
Or Little Roxanne. But somebody will hear me.
Yeah. And they going to realize,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Maybe I should have been listening to my church this whole time. And I should tell my friends to listen to it too.
Yeah.
And I should like and subscribe.
Everywhere.
And give them lots of money.
Yes.
Because that's what God would want you to do.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
My
So
God.
is.
That's a word.
Yeah.
That's your testimony.
It is.
It's my testimony.
All right.
It's truly our testimony.
Yes, it is.
And my next testimony is telling all of you where you can find us on any social media page.
All of them.
With a username.
We need to start posting on our other social medias,
We sure
Kobe.
do. Yeah, we prioritize certain ones and neglect the others.
God.
The ones with the username, it's _ the letter K, the letter D, Productions _. You got the YouTube channel, you got the Facebook page that is K & D Productions. Do what you need to do in order to be the best you that you can only be you. I said that earlier. A big step in that is finding out what to do in your adult life. That's one step. Another step is following us everywhere you can follow us. Because if you don't know what's best for you, one of us does.
That's right.
I'm Kobe. I'm literally everywhere. So thankful. Another thing that we didn't talk about last week, within that 5-month stretch that we weren't doing this, Snapchat allowed us to change our usernames.
Wow.
What a blessing.
Ain't it?
A blessing. And because of that, I'm now everywhere. Every single social media platform that you can think of. It's at Kobe Who Else.
Wow.
And I'm only 19 years old. Trust me. It's true.
Wow,
It's
Kobe.
true. It's true. I'm only 19. Thank you for listening. You know, and if you find Kobe Who Else somewhere with his young self, surely you'll find Donovan too.
I'll be there.
Go show him some love
All
somewhere. Because some souls need love the most.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that
You'll know him
truth?
when you see him. Thank you for listening. I apologize for the ignorance that was said by one of us so much.
Kobe just be talking sometimes.
Is that
I'm
what you think?
Sorry.
Is that what you think?
You know, next week I'll make sure he's in shape. Because I just
Me.
Kate.
In shape.
Oh, right. I was about to say, let us know what y'all think we should do. Because I'm going to do more things.
Yeah. I have an idea.
So, what?
You should go to counseling.
No.
Oh.
So, if y'all want to see us do something, we'll do it. Just let us know. Because I like to be active and I like to make people laugh. Don't you?
I tend to be a laughing stock, so I suppose so.
That's nice.
Is it?
Not really.
Not for me.
Right.
But as long as everybody is laughing and has a source of happiness, I guess that's what matters the most.
Right.
I like to see people smile.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like to see me smile.
Yeah. You do have such a pretty smile.
Don't I?
Yep.
Man.
Thank you guys for listening. I can't wait to be back next week. Because next week is going to be an episode that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. Something that I wanted to do last year, something that I had plans to do, and it's finally gonna come full circle next week. So I'll see all of y'all next week. I'm gonna take a vote on my personal social media pages to see if I should find a new co-host by next week. I'll be here. If you guys really want him to be, Donovan will be here too.
They do.
And we thank you for listening. Once again, this is, was, and always has been the Maturish Podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.